Terry Crews, man. He keeps making
what
tweets.
Happened?
Terry Crews.
He's an all life matter type of guy.
He's an all life matter. I'm convinced that he's married to a white woman, and she's putting these batteries in his back.
Well, his wife, she not white. She black, bro.
But I told you, I think her mom is white, which kind of makes her a white woman.
Wait a minute, hold up. Wait. So you saying she's a white woman because her mama white?
And this is no disrespect to the biracial people. You know, it's all good. We love and respect. It's all good. But I feel like if you are biracial and your mother is white, you have a different biracial experience.
Yeah, but society say you are who your father is, though.
You are who your father is?
Yeah, whatever nationality your father is, that's what you are.
No, if you got any black blood in you, you black. But I'm saying just by way of mindset and how you think and execute. He's looking at Terry Crews and his situation. Something's messed up over there.
Hold on. Okay, see that's two different things. We gonna have to bust them two down. Okay, so wait, what did Terry Crews do while we on him?
He's done a lot. He just recently made another tweet. You know, he came up with the black supremacy thing, and now, like I said, when we throw these words out in the media, the media uses those words against us.
Yeah.
So now they're starting to call people black supremacists. Anytime you see a black person stand up and say something, they're calling them black supremacists.
How you gonna be a black supremacist?
Right.
Man?
And who created that term? Terry Crews. CNN is on there talking about Nick Cannon. He's a black supremacist, and Terry Crews created that. So you just a puppet in this whole little.
Yeah, Terry Crews, his loyalty is with his job. It ain't with the people, obviously. It ain't with us black people. Because he jumped out the window and said a lot of things that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? When you start talking about, see, I want to understand. I want to know what I want to hear his explanation on all his tweets.
This was the latest thing he posted. This is what made me like. He calls to defund PornHub. He said we don't need to defund the police. We need to defund PornHub. And I understand.
And what the fuck is he talking?
It's like, I know masturbation is not ideal.
What the fuck is Terry Crews talking about, man?
Terry Crews calls to defund PornHub. You know what I'm saying?
How do you defund who's funding PornHub? So the government funds PornHub? Funds porn? Wait, I'm confused.
I'm trying to find it.
Is that even true? Did he really say that?
I saw this story, bro, the other day, and I was just like, man,
what the fuck is he talking about?
Terry Crews calls to defund PornHub on Twitter and confesses. Let's see.
And confuses users.
The website PornHub.
Terry Crews need to knock it off. Some celebrities just shouldn't say nothing.
Provide awareness to pornography. Let's see, harmful effects using only science, facts, and personal accounts. So basically, he said he wants to talk about the scientific effects that porn has on people, and we need to defund PornHub because it's not good for people.
PornHub is not even a government organization.
It's not.
What the hell is this, man? Hey, man.
He said he battled a porn addiction, and we need to defund PornHub. Oh, he spoke. Let's see what this.
He need to go ahead and defund PornHub. He steady jacking off on his balls all day.
At 3:30, I am
jacking off
on
the fun
Instagram Live talking about a no
talking
porn
some stupid
quarantine.
shit. Why are you even talking about
Yes,
that right now?
a no porn quarantine. I am here to answer your questions. Here to talk about what pornography does to you. What it did to me. I want to answer the questions. Let's talk it out. 3:30. I'm here. This virus.
I had enough of this nigga, man.
But see, he's lobbying to turn himself into like the black Dr. Phil for white folks. That's what he's
No, that
do.
nigga ain't finna be none of the above. That nigga done lost his mind, man. But that second part though, I had to get to. So you say, when you say you a biracial kid, when you say a biracial person. They have a white mama. They have what you were saying.
I think if you have a white mother,
yeah,
right? If you and this is
let me explain. Let me hear this.
So if you got, I feel like you biracial, right? You understand you biracial. Your experience is gonna be different. However, if you're biracial and your mother is white, your experience is gonna be a lot different than if your mother was black, right? Those biracial people with black mothers, I feel like it's a little different. Not to say one is better or worse. I feel like it's two different experiences. Being that you with your mom, you're nurtured with your mom is going to pass along certain traditions and things that she knows. It's going to be a lot different from a black mom to a white mom. And it's going to affect you differently, and it's going to affect your perspective differently. Not saying one is better or worse, but if you're biracial and your mom is white, your perspective is going to be different than the person that's biracial and their mom is black.
Why? What makes you think the perspective you saying is going to be different? Because of what was taught from the white mom?
Yeah, because the white mom is carrying down traditions that was taught to her.
From her white
mom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And her perspective is going to be different. Her upbringing, everything is going to be completely different. So, I'm not... If it was going to be that much different, then that means she shouldn't have ended up with that black man from Jump Street. Well,
so she might not even align with most of that anyway, because if we going based on a typical, white person, they don't want. I'm not even gonna say typical, but some don't want they
kids intertwining, entanglements,
right, with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if she steps outside of that, is she in line with what they thought process anyway?
Nah, so even if by chance, let's say this girl was a rebel and it was like a Romeo and Juliet situation, right? This white girl going against her family, I'm gonna have me a Negro, right? She gonna get her one, right? And then they had this baby. My thing is that at the core of everything, all she can do, you can only reference what you know. Even if she's a rebel, she can only go at her toolkit. She only has what she has from her ancestors, from her people, what she knows.
That's true.
So she's gonna do, regardless if she's a rebel or not, she's gonna do what she knows, and she's gonna raise a child how she knows to. And again, I'm not saying one is wrong or right. It's just different.
So you saying so what are you saying about the child? You saying the child is not black enough? The child is not gonna be in line with the black?
No, I'm just saying
thoughts
the child
or the black. What you saying? Because you saying
I'm saying the child is just gonna have a different perspective, and that perspective could be broader. It could be a better perspective. You know what I'm saying? It could be a more moral, worldly view, or it could be they could have this false sense of reality.
What if it's a white mama that get it though? What if it's a white granny like a Jane Elliott?
Who was really down and understand what's going on?
She had been doing that before this even went. You could go pull up videos from the 80s. She been pushing it to them kids.
And I'm saying, on
so
the flip
she's
side,
the one that get it.
Exactly.
So what if the mama's one that get it? Like,
then the kid is gonna be better off because the kid is gonna have a more worldly perspective. Yeah. So I got a partner who was adopted, at birth by Caucasian folks.
Okay.
And honestly, what I have to say is that I didn't have very much experience with white folks at all in school. Throughout my whole life, I went to all black schools. My college was all black. It was all black. It was just blacks and Mexicans. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So only time I would really interact with white folks would be on basketball courts or whatever the case, little camp program for a weekend or something.
Yeah.
And one of my boys at Howard got really, really, really tight, and he started really telling me his story. And his perspective was so unique. The way he saw things, the way he thought about stuff was completely different. Like me and you could see something happen, and you had your thoughts, I had my thoughts, but the way he thinks about it and the way he sees it could be completely different. And it needs to be like, damn.
I think that also depends on not necessarily the color of who raising you, but where you living at.
Absolutely. So and he grew up in like his experiences is so unique. And he
because
really
a black kid, I'll say this much, bro. A black kid could grow up in a different area like a Calabasas or something and have the same exact outlook or perspective as everybody else that's around them.
Yeah. True.
So part of that, I'm not gonna say. I mean, obviously you will have a different perspective because your mama white, your daddy black.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't think that. Where does that affect? I don't think that has anything to do with them being black, or it depends on what they align with.
True. And I'm not saying if your mom is white, you can't be bliggity black. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying your perspective is gonna be different. And it's like I would say the homie really helped me like open my eyes to like not being so rugged in terms of like my view on the other side. It's not even the other side, you know what I'm saying? We people, but just my view on what I thought suburbia was and all that. And it's like it's all I'm saying is if you're biracial, you have more access. If you're biracial, you have more access to white folks in a different way than somebody who wouldn't be. Yeah, because it's in your house. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. So it's like your perspective, like I said, it could either be worldly and have you a lot more knowledgeable about things and you can understand both sides. I would say that about the homie. He can definitely penetrate and go both ways with both blacks and whites.
But see, he's not biracial. He was adopted. He got a different story.
Okay, you right.
Now,
right. But still being raised in that situation is kind of, it's like it's almost. I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, his is different. Like if you saying biracial, they might see certain things. It depends on what's going on in their home. But like, do you feel biracial people deal with colorism within blacks community? Or I'm
light skin, dark skin type of thing.
Yeah. Or because technically the definition of colorism it tells you discrimination of darker skin within your own race, typically within your own race. Mm-hmm. Now, can that go both ways?
Do white folks deal with colorism?
No. Do the biracial / lighter people deal with colorism within the black community?
Absolutely, they have to. Like, cause think about it. Think about think about Alicia Keys in high school.
Right.
Little young biracial black girl with the long pretty hair.
Yeah.
She probably had problems with some of the dark skinned girls in school. Because based on what I've heard from young ladies, the light skinned ones with they had issues. We know how to get down. And not to say that the dark skinned girls didn't like them, but some of the chicks thought they were better and all that. Whatever that females thing, whatever that was. Right. So I'm sure, even though she was biracial, she still dealt with that colorism thing.
Now, where do the biracial people fit in at?
What you mean?
Meaning, do they fit in?
Yeah, they fit in.
Where?
I mean, I guess it's based on what they identify with most.
You can listen. You got biracial people that they can identify with black all day long.
Right.
But blacks not certain blacks
ain't gonna accept it.
You not black enough.
But who has the right to say that? Who has the right to say you ain't black enough?
Nobody have the right to say. Anybody can say what they want.
Right.
Do you have the right to say somebody ain't black enough? Nah.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, where do they go? Because the beauty standard, quote unquote, was light. Well, basically, it was white women, closer to the white women.
Yeah.
They might be closer to that.
Yeah.
But they ain't white.
So they not really accepted. Yeah.
They not white.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? You might you mix with white, but when them white people see you, I see you. Yeah.
But you know what? It's like that story, and we've seen it happen throughout history, like the Madam C.J. Walker story, and the light skinned lady had the product, and Madam C.J. Walker was doing her thing, and the light skinned lady was able to be more successful initially because she was light skinned. So those are issues of colorism also. You know what I'm saying?
So you would agree that both sides deal with colorism? Absolutely.
I think colorism goes on in every nationality, from Asian to white to darker skinned people around the world are just treated differently.
But I'm saying reverse though. We know that. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, do the lighter skinned people on that, because some people, we know what we go through. We deal with colorism on a large scale. We can't go nowhere without. Yeah. They even tanning in Africa. Mm-hmm. Where this come from. Mm-hmm. So, but what I'm saying is, some people feel like biracial people are fair skinned, light skinned, whatever you want to call them. Mm-hmm. They don't have room to complain about colorism.
I see what you're saying.
Some people feel that way. So I'm saying to you, is their argument a real thing?
Yeah, because check this out. So I got a homegirl who got this whole thing about colorism because she's a light-skinned woman,
right,
who's consistently had problems with her dark-skinned women, right?
Oh, right.
And she like, look, I'm one of y'all. I'm on the team. I'm black. I love y'all.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm better than y'all, right?
Yeah.
But she says it's always an issue all the time.
Because is it that
She said she don't know why, but she said just initially, and maybe women can speak to that, because I'm sure a lot of women go through whatever, the issues they go through.
Yeah.
With men, we don't really go through the light-skinned dudes, is the pretty boys, you in elementary,
they
whatever.
went through it?
They get through, they get the girls and all that type of stuff.
But they became a target. They become a target sometimes.
When you get older and you start fighting and all that, the light-skinned guys start getting picked on.
Yep.
Because
They
forever,
become
y'all got
like,
all the
you
girls.
pretty and all of this and all of that.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, you probably got some dudes that's hating because the girls used to like the light niggas back then.
Exactly. When it's time to fight, they started getting picked on.
Yeah.
But some of the, just like we said about short man,
So
just because he
that's-
light-skinned don't mean he can't fight, though.
And that's where I think that's where some of the light-skinned dudes in the hood that turned up, it could have possibly come from that.
Exactly.
Because people feeling like you soft because you a pretty boy. Well, he's a target.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's on a different, our color, we deal with it on a way larger scale, on a different level. But yeah, if we talking just within the black community, yeah, both parties deal with it. Because then you still got the light-skinned people that's going to talk shit about the dark.
Absolutely. And I know for a fact, with me personally, in sports,
Yeah.
I've always been, and I don't know if we was taught like this, if it's what we come, but if we playing basketball, specifically, basketball, football, but if we playing basketball, I get on the court, and you guarding me, and you light-skinned, I feel like you softer than me.
That's how you...
I just feel like you can't handle me. I just feel like I'm coming on the court, I'm finna push you, and it's going, I don't know why my mindset was like that, but I would get in the game, this is food right here. He light-skinned, this is food.
I ain't never thought that.
But it goes back to that same mentality. He's pretty, he's soft.
I'm sure I said you a pretty boy and all of that, but like
I'm coming straight.
I ain't finna say
light skin.
I ain't never did that.
Oh, you got curls too? Oh, I'm finna cook you.
Man, I ain't did that. I ain't never.
Now, as a man,
I ain't never
understand.
did nobody like that.
Right.
Hell no. I may have clowned you because, you a pretty boy. Because that's me. I'm a clown. I'm going to do whatever. However you look, I'm baking you.
Yeah.
I'm on your bumper. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a curl, if you got waves, I'm on your waves.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. But I ain't never felt that in my head.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And I know it's ridiculous looking back now, but that's how I felt. I used to look at Steph Curry like, he too light skinned. He ain't nice. He ain't. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no...
crazy. How was you doing that when you was watching Reggie Miller bust they ass? How could you do that when you see white men bust ass on the court?
Never respected white men busting ass.
You never respected Jason Williams. You never respected the John Stockton.
John Stockton, no. John Stockton, listen. John Stockton was not nice.
Bro,
John Stockton was a good
Steve
point guard.
Nash?
Technically, he was a good point guard, but John Stockton didn't have no. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no.
So you didn't
ism.
respect Steve Nash.
Steve Nash was good. He ain't get it done. You know what it takes to get on my list. So if you ain't got no championships, you can't sit at the table. So Steve Nash can't sit at the table.
But Jason Williams can sit at the table. He don't got a ring.
No, he can't sit at my table. I said he nice, but he can't sit at my table.
So
no,
he didn't have it.
Too nice. Too
he didn't have it as a white boy.
Too light skin.
This nigga crazy, man. This nigga's a straight nut.
You know.
Hey.
Yeah.